This is a message from the Department of Family, Health, and Child Welfare in coordination with the Emergency Response Broadcast System. Please listen carefully. Remain calm. This is not a drill. An audio-based domestic anomaly has been reported in multiple counties over the past 48 hours. Families have reported hearing the distinct sound of a baby crying, usually during the early hours of the morning, typically between 1 and 3 a.m. The crying is described as muffled, but persistent, often starting faintly and then growing closer, louder, until it seems to come from inside the home. The initial instinct to check the source, particularly the nursery or crib, is strong. But do not approach the crib, even if the sound is coming from it, especially if the sound is coming from it. Reports began in scattered incidents. A mother in Clearfield heard her newborn sobbing through the monitor, only to find the crib empty. Moments later, she found her child asleep in the laundry basket, still swaddled, still warm. She doesn't remember putting him there. In a more severe case, a father described hearing his infant scream from upstairs. He ran into the nursery. What he found wasn't his son, but a bundle of blankets rocking gently. Inside was a recording device. It played a loop of crying. Underneath it were teeth, small, human, still rooted in gums that no longer had a mouth. This phenomenon has spread. Even households without infants have begun hearing the crying. It comes from monitors, from under beds, from the closet, from behind the walls. The sound is wet, unsteady, too rhythmic, like someone mimicking a baby's cry after hearing it once, and getting it just slightly wrong. In multiple homes, families have discovered second cribs, not purchased, not assembled, just there, sitting beside the real one. Identical in every way, except one has straps on the inside. The crying always comes from that one. Attempts to remove the false crib result in failure. It reappears the next night, moved, closer to the parent's bed. We have no explanation for what it wants, but it learns. If you respond, it gets louder. If you speak to it, it will answer. Not in words, but in your child's voice, asking questions your baby is too young to form. Why don't you pick me up anymore? Why did you let me cry? In one instance, a mother cradled what she believed to be her son after hearing him cry. She sang to him, rocked him, fell asleep with it in her arms. When she woke up, she was still holding something, but her real son was gone. She can't remember what the thing looked like, just that it was heavy, and it grinned when she closed her eyes. Do not pick it up. Do not speak to it. Do not acknowledge it. Your child is not crying. The thing in the crib just wants you to think they are. We believe it mimics, but not just sounds. It mimics grief. It mimics guilt. It mimics need. And when you give it what it wants, it will want more. This concludes the broadcast. Do not check the crib. If you already have, do not pick it up again.